Getting off the ship today in Rhodes. I think the town and the island are both called Rhodes. Those are phony olives. See, it's got this castle thing going on here. It's like it's a walled city over there. We're going to walk through that. Maybe not first, but eventually. And on the ship it wasn't breezy at all, but down here it's rather windy. A bit of restoration going on too. Lions Club of Rhodes. Welcome to Rhodes. Now we're going to run the gauntlet of people wanting to give us a tour.
Hello, sir. Hello, good morning.
Hi.
Taxi for sightseeing.
No thanks.
Lindo. Hello, sir. Taxi service.
No thanks. Well, that wasn't as hard as it was in some of the other places, but we may not be done with it yet. So we're going to go in that wall there. Came down through there where the cars are coming from. There's the ship off in the distance. We could go that way. This is the Candia Gate. And this, it says, is the moat of the castle, the medieval moat. So we're just going to walk up the moat for a little while and stay out of the dusty truck path. Of course, it said this was the medieval moat, so that's the castle. And there's the outside wall, and I'm assuming they filled this with water, although I'm not sure how they did it, how it would hold, being slanted like it is. We're going to walk all the way up through there and go out. The acropolis is like straight ahead. A theater. Lights. Stage. Benches. So we're still heading that way. Those people seem to be coming down from a crack in the wall or something. They said they came out of this hole. Oh, look at the ferns. Yeah, that's the word. Ferns growing in here. Oh yeah. There's a street up there. I think we'll go up here and look and then go back where we were. So now we're inside the walls. People are selling stuff up there, it looks like. Entrance to the medieval moat. Came from down there. Ships. If that wall weren't there, you'd see the ship. We passed a landscape and maintenance shed. As I was saying, the wall is 20 or 30 feet high here, and then there's another wall on this side. It said this was a moat. I guess it could be a dry moat though. But eventually here we got to get out of here and go that way. And I think our opportunity is coming up right now. There are these little openings in several places, and I'll bet you could climb in there and explore all day. I think we wanted to be up on that bridge maybe, but we'll figure it out. Oh, there's a path up there. Janet wants to explore, so we're going to go in here. See the gun ports? You can stand in here and shoot out that narrow slot. Plenty of weeds. Plenty of footprints though, so it's not like people don't travel this way. Oh. Although, well, we might have done that for nothing, other than to see what's in here. Came down that bend, right around there is that bridge that we couldn't get on. And we're in a really deep part of the moat. And there's another bridge up there, and quite possibly the opening to it all. Next time, I would either go through the town or go on the outside of the bridge like Google Maps said and not take the moat, because once you're in the moat there's really no getting out of it.
So far.
Yeah, so far. I'm up this hill from out of the moat here so that we will know what's ahead. I've volunteered to stay behind. Does it look well traveled? Well, maybe you shouldn't be up there then. She's got that explorer blood. She's talking to me, but obviously I can't hear what she's saying. I guess I'm going. We decided to climb up from the moat. Like I say, go through the city, go on the outside of the wall. The moat just goes around and around. Now we got to climb over this fence with these old people here. So let's just pretend like we're looking out here in the poison ivy. Jumped over a fence and hurt ourselves. If we had gone through the city, we would be coming out of this path right here. If we'd gone around the wall, we'd be on this road right here. But instead we were inside there in the moat. But we're going to cross here and go off that way now. And now would be a good time, huh? Ready, go. Near the big tower with the cross on it. We're gonna go up and off to the left here. The moat's right on the other side there. Down the walled city is there. You can see the wall through the trees maybe. The moat is on the other side, the wall. And now we're heading up this street, which isn't busy, but people really fly through here. I think from up there we'll be able to see where we're going. Came up the hill from the intersection there, and we're coming up to a road. We're going to make a right and then a quick left, I believe. Got a little playground out here. Okay, not that quick of a left, I don't think. I'm going to refer to my map again, because that looks like it just goes into some place of business, like auto repair or something. So we're going to go around the bend here. And I think we're going to turn where that car just did. I don't know what any of this means. There, where he turned, the motorcycle, everyone seems to be turning there. So we came around, came up, we walked across the street, and then we found this sign. So that's the way, right? This is a different kind of part of town. That blue sign there says the aquarium is that way. That's our next stop after we see the acropolis of Rhodes. But we'll be going up and then across. The aquarium's at the tip of the island, the northerly tip. We've come to a parking lot with tour buses and whatnot in it, so we must be close. I'm thinking they don't let them park up there. That sign says a Hellenistic house is that way. And this sign says ancient acropolis. And that says ancient stadium. And this says the Hellenistic house is that way. And that says something, but it's all Greek to me, except the price. Oh, now I see something happening up here. Do you see it up there on the hill? All in scaffolding. Looks like parts of pillars or building blocks laying around. And then up there, in the scaffolding, of course, is the acropolis of Rhodes. And a little kid in the road, so I hope no cars come by. We were headed to a part, the Acropolis was up on the hill, and I don't know if there's a way up or not. So we've decided to go back to the road and take the sidewalk up, because it leads up to the level of the Acropolis, which you can see right in there. I imagine there's a path going down, but I'm not positive. So stay on the road. It's pretty steep right here. And now we're going to cut across, because I can see the scaffolding on the two pillars that are left. Yeah, we've walked about 2 miles from the ship. Mostly uphill, because this is like on a hilltop, the top of the island. We're in like a forest of pine trees, pine and juniper, I would call it. And there it is. Oh, maybe there's more than 2 pillars. And eucalyptus. I think we're going to go out there and up there. Big excavation going on. There's the ship way down in port. Here's some old pillars. Thinking you can't get near it, but I don't know. There's a fence there. Ancient bathtub? I have no idea. So, that's what's left of it. Great photo opportunity. Ship. Janet. Janet. And Acropolis. So there's the ship off in the distance. That's the stadium down there. There's stairs leading up, and there's the Acropolis. So we're going to go around this way and try to get up to where we see those cars driving by and head up to the tip of the island. He's in there. She's right there. And they are known as the lizards of the Acropolis. So we walked up and around and came up this trail. That'll make you dizzy. So we get a better look at it from this side. And there it is. See what I mean? There's a little piece on top. It's like one corner. One corner. And we're doing work restoring it. And I'm thinking they don't want you in there, because there's a fence here, and you know, this is a wall. So my guess is stay out. There's the ship again. Now we're walking away from the Acropolis. We're gonna go up there to the crest of this hill, because I think it's a cliff, but it's also the road leading to the point of the island, which is over there someplace. Across the street from the Acropolis. We're going to take this path up to this other road that seems to have a lot of cars on it.
And a lot of trash through here.
Yeah, they really need to clean, but I mean, it's like everywhere else, I suppose. This looks like toilet paper though, so I'd be careful. These are cow pies. Like I said, there was a couple cows right over here. Now we're running across the street. And what I thought is true. It's a fairly steep drop on this side into the ocean. Oh, that looks like a... Oh, look at the green lizard. Skink. I guess he's not that green. This is like 101 or 1 to Malibu, and that's, you know, Santa Monica. Except the color of the ocean. But we're not going down there. But it does look pretty good. So remember, the Acropolis is there. We walked up the trail to this road. We're right on the top of the island. Looking down there is the ocean. Over there, if you can see it just barely, is Turkey. And somewhere out there is the tip of this island and the aquarium. So that's where we're headed now. There is no straight shot to it, so it's going to be some zigzagging. But I think from over there, maybe those palm trees way off there, we'll get an idea of where it is. But there's the Acropolis again. And of course, there's the ship out there again. So I walked down the side. Don't try this at home. There's a cliff here, so I get a better look, and it looks like they had a fire at one time, burned all the pine trees up. But that's where we're headed. Right there where all those hotels and beaches are. The beaches look like they're ground, like outside parts. The water's nice and clear and turquoise. Still walking down this road. The Acropolis was on the other side, up on the top of the hill. The ocean still looks very pretty. The road's gonna take a bend here now. And where we want to go is, of course, straight ahead. But I don't think there's any road up here that goes straight ahead. I could see the ship off to the side here, though. Remember, we walked uphill the whole way, so going downhill, you're at least sort of headed towards the ship, always. It's a very busy road. Well, it's a busy road. And I think we have to follow it around, because there's probably no way down here, but I'm going to walk out here and look and give you a look at the town. But that's the very tip of the island of Rhodes. See, we've been up on this cliff, walking along. I see people down there. There's apparently a road that goes along the shore. If we could have got down to it somehow, but we didn't. There's a guy on a bench. I see more of this road, or a road, down there. I wonder. Well, we're gonna look for a shortcut. Google Maps on my phone, I think I saw a trail leading down to this other piece of road, which is a different road than that one we just left up there. And we're going to find out in just a minute. Looks fairly well traveled. In fact, there are several of them. There's even a wall built here. Maybe I should have stayed on that one. Some steps. More trail, more trail. Yeah, I think we're good. Going right along and down. Then we'll be on that road. I actually had some stairs. So it's... I wonder. I have no idea if Janet wants to know, are these ancient? And they look pretty old, but so is everything else in this town. Look at the flowers, though. I'll give you a better look. That's where we're headed. Looks like somebody's house.
There's rocks on both sides, you see that?
There are some bushes poking me a little bit. I'm not going to deny that. And now it's going to get a little steeper. Trail was a little steep. Oh, well, there were stairs over here. I didn't see them.
I didn't see where they came from, though.
You know, this was well used, but well, they curve up around there. This, if it's a path to the beach though, is the way we want to go. There's where we're trying to get. And I think we're going to venture down here and see what it is. Stairs down. And they go, whoa, they are pretty tall right in here.
At least that far.
Yeah. And I think we're just going to walk across this patio. I think it's public. I mean, it's got stairs leading to it. Right? Doesn't that make it public? And a street. So, we're almost down to the beach level. I mean, we're at the top level of all the hotels and condos and apartments. But now I'm guessing we're going to have to take this road down. Another stairway. And maybe another street. Nope, just an area to park. This building under construction? We walk down the street. Now we're getting into town. There's a very busy street here. So we're going to get on that. I think we're going to go to the left here. And this is the beachfront drive that we could see from the top of the cliff up there. We came from way up there somewhere. And now we're just going to head down here. The tip of the island is up ahead there. I see a crosswalk there, so we'll use the crosswalk. Oh, there's stairs here that leads us to the beach, I guess. You see that sign? You think that's what it means? I think so. I think there's a restaurant we're coming to. And here we are at the beach. And it looks like there's a walkway here. So there's the gray sand we saw from up on the cliff. And it doesn't look too bad. It's a little sandy. A lot sandy. So let's just go that way. We came from way up there. Remember the radio towers up there? We walked down a path by that orange and white building right up there on the hill. Took a road down to the beach, went underneath, walked along the beach, then went back up. And the tip is just right over there somewhere. So we're almost to it. Walked out on this dock, saw Janet. The little dock there. We're going to walk down there to the end and then around, and the ship is over there. So the walled city is over there too. So that's where we're headed. We were walking along the beach there, and there was a sign that said, Big beer, $2.50. That's of course euros. So we thought we'd come in and have a big beer. And we got something called gyros, and fries. And of course we've eaten most of it, but it kind of looked like a big pile of that. And fries. And the fries are like little boats, which is interesting. But big beers, ice cold, some sort of meat, who knows what. And we'll be back on the road. The tip of the island is just right over there. Our beers and our food. This is the Orexi rustic cuisine, and I recommend it. We just ate at Orexi, drank some big beers. Everything was less than 10 euros. Really good. I recommend it. Now I feel bad for all the other restaurants along here. But what are you going to do? Ship coming over to port. Janet picking up the trash on the beach, boardwalk. By the way, this beach is rocks. I mean, it's rock out there. So, not the kind of beach I like, but, you know. Remember, we came from way up on top of that hill, mountain, whatever. We stopped late. This is very colorful here. I think that's a shower, but I'm not really sure. And that is some orange umbrella. And that's the tip there. That looks like the aquarium. So that's where we're headed right now. We've been there. Remember the orange umbrellas, and now we got yellow and blue and stuff. Big fancy hotel called the Grand Hotel Beach Hotel. But then there's these, I think they're ancient structures, I hope they are, which they've saved. They've preserved them on the properties of these high-rises.
Some more preserved than others.
Yeah, some are in a better state than others, but I see them going down. That one, maybe the last one, doesn't have a roof on it. You can see down there.
That one there just has the skeleton.
There are a lot of beach chairs now. A lot of beach chairs. And now, this is the end right out here. This is the point. The very, very northern tip of Rhodes. You probably can't see it, but there's like mountains off in the distance. That's the country of Turkey on the mainland of Asia. And that's called the aquarium. Janet says it's topless here, but I see nobody topless. She did, but that's okay. I want you to notice this beach is gravelly. This is the tip out here. She's excited. Oh. Walk from the ship up to the acropolis, down along the beach. Found these fish when we got down here. I don't think those are going to be good eating, but there they are. There's the ship. There's more fish. No idea. But anyway, this is the very northern tip of the island of Rhodes. That's Turkey off there. Actually, it's all across, but you can see some hills there maybe. Here on the very tip. The ship's over there. So we're going to head back up to the street, walk along, go into the walled city, see the Colossus and the Knights. Came around the tip, remember that? This time it was very windy and waves, rough. And over here, it's super calm. There's even an area marked out for swimming. But it's like a lake. And more umbrellas. Got to an area where there's like solid rattan or wicker umbrellas. They have toilets here. They're €0.50 to use. And that woman's sitting over there. Exchange. But they're €0.50. Now why a bunch of people are going to go in when the door's open, I don't know. This is the sampling side. I have no idea what that means. Lots of umbrellas here. We've been walking along the beach here now.
But there's a watermelon?
Maybe. We could be up on the street there, I suppose. But this seemed like a more fun. Maybe you can see the aquarium out there. Still don't know what it was. It was just not a too big building. But we've walked along the beach here now. There's Casino Rhodes. We didn't go in. And now we're kind of getting back into town here. You see the ship right between there. Lots of restaurants and beach bars. Looks like a little bit of shopping here. Walk along, see this Moorish construction, and then it becomes a church. Well, if you've heard of it, these two statues, let's call them, mark where the Colossus of Rhodes was. I'm gonna guess 1 foot on each statue back in the day. And then you would come in the harbor here, under his legs, between his legs. Anyway, we're almost back to the ship. We're gonna go into walled city here for a little bit. There's where I said the Colossus was. Church, clock. Notice none of the clocks in this town have the right time. So, lucky I have one of these. Anyway, nice big yacht there. A little bit of the fortress there. Coming up to a little bit of the fortress. I want you to see this boat though. You want to go for a ride on it? That might be a wild ride, huh? And look at that one. Saw this weird high speed with underwater vision boat. Lots of people trying to sell their boat tours. Found this place where you get an ice cream like that. Or that for only €1, so we couldn't resist. There. Along the waterfront here, there's lots of places selling drinks and ice cream and fruit and all sorts of things. The ship is right there. We're going to head into the walled city here pretty quick, and I'm hoping that this is a way in. I don't know if it is, but if it is, that's the way we're going. Otherwise, we'll go down a little further where all those trees are. There's a way in there. This was just a crosswalk. Everyone's so happy. They're waving at me. Newspaper stand, magazine rack. A little breezy right here. Maybe because it's a hole there. So I'm not sure what gets us into the walled city, but if you like shopping or eating, I have it all here, that's for sure. €10. Okay, I'm gonna pass. And this is not where we wanted to go in. So we're gonna go back out and walk down the street a little more. Came out of that building, which did not lead into the walled city, across the street, and now this maybe leads in. Although maybe it's the outside here still. But I believe we want to be in here somewhere. Lots of shopping here. Sponges. High quality natural color. And shells. And honey. Honey. So we're outside still. I don't know if any of these lead inside. I see an open gate. Let's see if we can use it. She went in. Entrance to the medieval moat. We don't want to be in the moat again. We did the moat already. Unless there's a way in from here. We're going to walk down until I know it's an entrance to the city. So we're going to walk to there. I think the entrance is right around the bend here. We came from back over there. Found the entrance to the moat again. This is the outside of the walls. I think we're going to go right up there, and that's the entrance. Here's somebody who will paint a picture of you, or draw a picture of you, if that's your thing, from a photograph. And here's another person doing it. You can see the walls up there. And there's stairways all over in this area outside the wall. And there's the ship. So we're almost back anyway. We're just going to cut through here for a little bit, bring it back to the ship. More shopping on the other side of the street. That's the waterfront. I see people coming down these stairs. So there's a lot of cars coming through here. I guess it's a popular place. And this looks like part of the medieval moat. Although not as deep as it was when we were, the part we were in. And now we're inside. Of course, right there we'd be outside again, I guess. This is the art gallery of Rhodes here. Taxi drivers. And I guess we're now in the city. There's some old building parts. It's like an ancient Home Depot or Lowe's. We're up in here and we're going to pass through another arch here. I hear music playing. Honestly, I don't know how old any of this construction is, but I'm going to look it up. Some of it looks sort of new. Oh, this is the kid playing. The streets are made out of rocks on edge, river rock. So it looks really old until you see the electronic cigarette sign. That kind of ruins it. And all the postcards and magnets. This is sort of a square, an open area. And that's a long way up. Somebody else that will draw your picture. Got a tour here.
You can see some emblems of the Royal House of England up there, of the Crusaders, of the Knights of England,
This is the Archaeological Museum. See the road? So we're gonna go on this way. I can see out there is the harbor. But I believe eventually we're gonna wrap back around to where the ship is. I hope. So lots of shopping in here. Side streets, walkways, alleys, and it's just a maze in here of stores. A veritable maze. Stores and restaurants, I should say. I see a blacksmith over there. Light goes off. Forever up there, forever. And that way. Oh, look at that building. And that way. It's just stuff. Lots of it. Shopper's paradise, let's call it. And then there's a mosque there in front of us, I believe. A minaret anyway. Little area up there. But this is just a maze of shops and restaurants. Some of them selling silly stuff. So we turned off that street. Still have your shops and restaurants here. at these gates. This is the Suleimani Mosque. And some suit of armor. And what looks like a castle, so. Okay, and down there's the ship. Still. Anyway, this place is being restored, it looks like. Or gonna be restored. The place looks like a castle. There's the mosque down there, the minaret, and I believe this is the palace of the Grand Masters. It's a castle. We're not going in because they want money. It's closed, I think, maybe. But anyway, that's it. So we're gonna head back to the ship. Hope you had fun. Janet has something she wants to say to you, though, and that is...
Port monkeys out.
That's right. So, there's the top of the ship, way out there. We're going to just head down. This was the Palace of the Grand Master, right? We're just going to take off down here. And this might be a road. A scooter came up here earlier, but I suppose until somebody comes, I'm okay to walk in it. So up there is the palace, to the right. We've come across a tour group. We're heading down here. I see the ship off there. So there have been a couple alleys off to the sides. There's a door that's part open. I'm not sure what it's for or what it is. There are scooters going by. The Ministry of Culture. We walked all the way down this road. And we found the guy with the bird whistle. In fact, we walked through here. That's the gate we came in, I think. So we're going to go back this way. This was the Archaeological Museum, I believe. I think this is a way out. But like I say, there's probably miles of shopping in here. Miles. So we came out of the walled city right there. There's toilets here somewhere. I don't know if they're pay or not. Of course, like I say, the wall goes for a long, long, long way. See that? And of course, the ship is right there. So we're going to head back to the ship now. We've had a full day in Rhodes. So we came out of that door, gate. There's this one here with the big guard towers. The wall goes all the way along. I don't know if you remember, but this morning we started our journey over right there by the ship. We went up and went into the moat on the other side.
8 miles ago.
And that was 8 miles ago, Janet wants you to know. That's a cool boat. That's some clear water. So we're going to get back on the ship now. So the ship's right there. We'll head back to it. You see the other castle parts out there. This is the Gate of the Virgin. I looked in, I wanted to see what this here was. But like the other parts inside the wall, it's just a bunch of shops and restaurants. In this case, Starbucks. But I wanted to see this area right here. This looks genuinely old. And genuinely cat. I think somebody lives up there, though. Well, we're going to head back out that gate and back to the ship.